Um, well, I can tell you going to Bora Bora was a bit of a challenge, but well worth it. You know, it's kind of smack dab in the middle of nowhere, about 3.5 hours southwest of Hawaii, and we're the first film to shoot there in about 30 years. So difficult in getting there, but completely well worth it as it's put on the screen, and I think gives audiences a chance to see a part of that world that they've never really seen before. Yeah, you know, I think probably there's a scene where Vince is snorkeling and some sharks show up. And it's kind of a challenging scene, and Vince is such a comedically talented, funny guy. Even in a situation like that where we didn't, in essence, have trained sharks on the set, he's able to come up with so much great comedy in the moment. It was scripted, but, you know, there's a lot of effects and, you know, sharks that are, you know, not necessarily there. And so things like that become challenging. But when you have an actor like Vince who's so funny in the moment and able to look at, you know, what might not be a shark and have exactly what's intended to be in front of him, he's just able to come up with so many great lines on the spot. You know, I think one of my favorite scenes in the movie is the yoga scene. And again, it's what's, I think, a lot like the movie is it's relatable things sort of taken to the extreme. And the more I've spoken to people, the more I've heard that everyone's had that moment with a yoga instructor or knows somebody where they're just a little bit inappropriate and they're just putting the women into the poses a little too strongly. And the yoga guy even goes after Favreau in our film. So it's just sort of another funny moment. And again, you know, as you put yourself into something that is relatable and real, I think the guys, it gives them a chance to expand on the script. Well, we have a genuine friendship, all of us, and that includes Faison and Jason Bateman. All these guys off-screen are friends, and the movie's about 4 couples and really 4 male friends. And I think that when you have that kind of a friendship, that chemistry translates on screen. So it makes it just that much more funny and that much more real. I think that you really buy these friendships in these 4 guys. These guys, I mean, it goes all the way back to the first movie that they did together was Swingers. Actually, the first movie they did was Rudy, which is when they met. And the first picture that they did was Swingers. They're almost like a couple of brothers. I think they know each other so well. They know how to push each other's buttons. And they complement each other well. I think all of us relate to the more simple, relatable comedies. You know, we make movies for the people. And we take a relatable situation and then have a fun look at it. And I think that they're both very much wired that same way. So it's not, you know, there's not a burden with us to have a high concept or sort of an esoteric, unrelatable scene or movie going on. It's just really real life, and that makes it much easier for them, I think, for anybody to ground themselves in a scene and just to let it play and just be funny. Yeah, there are, you know, I don't want to give away specifically anything. Well, I can tell you one thing that's great that I love about these DVDs is you get an opportunity now to showcase a lot of the stuff that just didn't, for length or for story purposes, make it into the film. There is a scene in which our group is trying to get to Eden East. And they are diverted for a moment, and there is a scene in which they encounter a whole new place on the island, and that will be on the DVD. It was, you know, unfortunately not able to make it into the film, but it's an extremely funny scene. I have a company with Vince and Victoria Vaugh, who's a producer on this movie as well. We're developing a lot of movies together, and I think you'll continue to see more stuff. We've been collaborating. I've been friends with Vince for 20 years. We've made a lot of movies together, and we're going to continue to make a lot more.
Thanks for watching the You Interview channel. With over 3,000 original celebrity videos, we have one of the largest collections of celebrity interviews anywhere. So remember to like and comment on our videos and subscribe to the channel. If you want to get more involved, you can become a member of the channel. Membership has its perks. You can see exclusive celebrity videos and get the opportunity to ask our celebrity guests questions. We can't wait to hear from you.